in a post-pandemic world where supply chains are running thin, all these news stories and like the interdependence on all this trade and supply, it's makes you wonder, do I need to garden and have food on deck? And I get this all the time. I hear other people talk about it all the time. And maybe I'm just in that world, but all the time I'll go to a consult and someone will say, well, this will be good because what if Publix doesn't have food anymore? That's a real thing. Like that is a real thing to consider because we are not invincible, right? I said, yeah, you're right. And as a salesperson, I could have just been like, yeah, you're right. Like, let's get this, do it now. But instead I said, hey, if you look at it as an act of love and not an act of fear, it will do so much more benefit for us. You know what I mean? I have worked with clients who come at that place with a fear, and it's okay, but it's not as great of an experience, right? This is the only experience we're having right now, this moment. Our goal of like not needing corporations in the grocery store and these big box stores, it's not even about solving that problem, because that problem's massive, right? Even though it's rad. It's about becoming that person who doesn't need that. It's about beginning the process of learning the skill that could be important for whatever is in your mind that you're thinking of, right? Anticipation is the ultimate power is our theme, right? And that wasn't me who said it, it was Tony Robbins. It was Tony, who was a legend. People who haven't gotten into gardening or haven't started that journey, they think that it's just oh, you have this and you don't need corporation. It's a forever thing. Like, you know what I mean? There's people out there trying to take what you have at the end of the day. You know what I mean? So you could think about that all day long, or you could just provide enough for you and your community. You know, there's just like two totally different ways of looking at it. Like we could focus on that and fear that and worry about that and have an anxiety about the future of who knows, you know what I mean? No one knows anything about the future. All we have is that no one even knows what that'll be, you know? But we project and we believe. Our beliefs are so strong. We believe that this is the way it is. And gardening to me isn't something that's stepping back. Some people say, oh, we gotta do this and scrounge and have enough to eat. It's really a step forward. Like, oh my God, look how much can be done with our space. It's really a step forward. Like how much could be produced in our community, on our street. Look what we can now do. It's the beginning of that chapter of a beautiful, abundant world instead of a scarce world. Does that make sense? So I guess my point is a lot of people think there's like apocalypse or doomsday coming because of all these things and this and they heard that and the government's doing that and the banks are doing this. Maybe and probably, but the truth is 8 years ago, I thought the exact same thing. The difference of love and fear is, are you going to share what you have? Are you gonna hoard it? You know what I mean? Are you gonna, and worry about it? It's basically, what are you focusing on? I don't know, in your approach. It's basically your approach. It's like there's all these stories about Jesus, the whole country, all these people around the world. This is so deep, man. I go so true. I love it. They love Jesus, dude. Jesus is the man. He did all these things, but what did he do? He had all the bread. There were 3,000 people. They didn't fight each other over the bread. Do you know what I mean? They shared it. They had enough for everybody by the end of it. Because they said, hey, wait, actually, there's enough for everybody. Why are we projecting this crazy scenario of scarcity? So super deep, man, and it's beyond me. And it's like, what do I know at the end of the day? Honestly, like, but the truth is, like, I know my experience in this space, and I know that a lot of people come to this because of that intention. And it's beautiful to see what's actually on that other side. It's looking at us, not the society. It's looking at ourselves. That's what it is. So it's like, yes, maybe we do have to prepare for that, but how do you do that? you become a gardener. So if you have any beliefs, I guess, like I do, that, you know, a lot of this is unsustainable and that these corporations really aren't looking out for us, my solution to that is it's okay. And there are beautiful forms of action to take to begin that new journey of abundant, beautiful utopia in your community. Incredible. If enough people participated in that, it exists. If enough people thought about it and made it a priority, it does exist. That's a beautiful thing. So it's not something to fear, it's something to joyfully participate in. I'm all about it. It's definitely like the way of the Tao, where if you think it's a battle, it's a battle. It becomes a battlegrounds. But if you choose peace, it becomes a peaceful present moment. So anyways, we go through it and I think we evolve. And then there are different phases of our thinking and beliefs. And I'm excited to see where I end up, you know, down the line in this regards, you know, and time will tell. But all I know is I'm gonna do it for the love of the lifestyle of gardening and the skills that it does give us. So I guess that's what I'd want to say to the question of, do I need to prepare for the apocalypse?